I'm sure you have heard of mindfulness. Maybe you have even tried it. But what if the secret to well being isn't just adding more things to your already busy life, but about shifting how you see it? In this video, we're going to explore simple shifts you can make in order to be a little more present with yourself and your experience to find a greater sense of ease in your everyday life, no matter how chaotic it gets. The first shift we need to make is a mindset shift, a value shift that allows us to slow down. Because if we are going at the pace of life, at the pace of our culture, that usually means that we are doing too much, that you have so many things on your schedule. It's hard to find time to breathe, hard to find time to do anything besides either doing everything or crashing out. And that is just the way that our culture teaches us to be. Everything needs to be more, bigger, better. And when we get pulled into that cultural paradigm, we also feel like the way to well being is by doing more, pushing through, forcing ourselves to do all these things, go to all the classes, go to a yoga class, go to do self-care all the time, which that might actually be leading to more depletion. So being able to allow ourselves to slow down, it's a really important way to help us reset our nervous system in order to feel a little more at ease in ourselves throughout our daily routine. The second shift we want to make is really once we allow ourselves space to slow down and tune in, is to shift our expectations that mindfulness and meditation is a way of just being calm. Our mind goes quiet. We're just chilling out, vibing out. That is not the experience most people have when they're integrating mindfulness. So part of that is allowing ourselves to embrace discomfort, which is also countercultural. We are taught that comfort is the ultimate goal, where mindfulness is actually about seeing everything, things that we want to see, things that we don't want to see, experiencing emotions that feel good, some that are more challenging. It's allowing us to see all of that, but from a distance, so we don't get wrapped into it. It isn't who we are. So part of the next shift around integrating mindfulness is we want to be able to embrace discomfort and allow ourselves to know that that is part of the process. And it is how we actually find more ease in the long run by allowing things to be what they are instead of constantly fighting them or pushing them down. It's you allowing yourself to be human, to have the experiences you're having, and be in good relationship with those experiences. The third shift we want to make is really around reframing mindfulness as something that we do outside of our regular life, that we have to go to a class, that we have to carve out an hour or 30 minutes to do. And we really want to think about it as a way of living our life, a way of being intentional based on awareness of what's happening inside our body, what is happening around us, instead of fully just living from our mind and making choices based on past conditioning, other people's expectations, what we think we should do. Mindfulness is actually a way of slowing down and tuning into information that we hold in our body that isn't always within our conscious awareness when we're not practicing our somatic awareness. So there's very simple ways we can do this. I'm going to end the video with a practice you can do. But when we are practicing somatic awareness, when we are giving ourselves a little bit of space, even if that is just, I'm going to take a deep breath before I respond to something, we allow ourselves to tune into what's actually happening. We don't just react. And it gives us really important information about how what we're doing impacts how we're feeling. For most of us, you go through the day, you do what you're supposed to do, and then you get home and you're exhausted and you don't know why, right? It could be one thing, it could be accumulation of things. But when we get really clear about what we're doing and how it impacts us, we can be much more intentional about what we're doing, how we're approaching different tasks, what simple things we might want to do to reconnect to ourselves so we don't get to the end of the day or end of the week and are in a completely depleted state. All right, so this is the practice for you to do at any time. It's a very simple practice. I will lead you through it now. But you can do it in your own time, in your own way. It is just a framework to use as a way to connect and tune into yourself. So you can do this practice either with your eyes closed, if that's accessible, or you could do it with them open, or even just a soft gaze downward. And take a moment to bring awareness to the points of contact with your body, whatever you're in contact with. That could be a chair, a bed, the ground. Feeling those points of contact. And then almost like there's a laser starting at the top of your head and just working down through your body, like you're scanning through the body from head to toe, noticing what sensations are present. This could be a more obvious tension or pain, or a more subtle tingling, vibration, sense of expansion. And do this without judgment, without trying to understand what's happening. Just being present with whatever is there. And then once you get down to your toes, you worked your way through the entire body. Bring awareness to the breath. Notice where your body moves with the breath. Noticing the quality of the breath. Is it choppy, smooth? Is there a heaviness to the breath? Noticing the difference between the inhale and the exhale. And again, just letting it be. You don't have to change anything. And then bringing awareness to the mind. Noticing the quality of your mind. Less so the content of the thoughts, and more so the way they're moving through your mind. Do you feel foggy, clear? Are your thoughts racing? Or is there even a more steady, linear flow to your thoughts? And finally, bringing awareness to any emotions that are present. Notice how you know those emotions are present. What is the actual experience in your mind, in your body, that lets you know that emotion is there? And then taking your time, you can bring awareness back to the points of contact, opening up through your eyes if they were closed. And just taking a moment to pause here to notice the impact of that practice. So, a simple way of tuning in. We just did the steps really simply are you bring awareness to the points of contact, which is a way to help you ground. Then you go through awareness of the physical body, the breath, the mind, and emotions. You could do it much quicker than we just did it. You could take time and linger in that practice. You can make the practice your own, but it is just a way. When we do that throughout the day, when we notice what's happening, then we can be responsive to it. But if we're totally tuned out and disconnected, we don't know what we might need to find ourselves in balance. I hope this inspired you to explore a little more how to integrate mindfulness, somatic awareness practices into your daily life. You don't have to make huge changes to really get the benefits of these simple practices of connecting to yourself. So I'd love to know your experience in the comments. What resonated for you? What do you want to try? If you're looking for more practices, yoga, somatic practices, I'm linking some of my playlists here so you have a little more in-depth practices to go and check out. And please, if this video was helpful to you, give it a like, share it with someone you might think would benefit, and subscribe for more content.